Hi, this is the Utah Defender. I'm going to show you a video of what went on in DCFS, the Department of Child and Family Services with Dawn. And I'm going to point out different criminal constitutional violations of our constitutional rights. And I would really want everybody that watches this to write in the comments who you thought was wrong. Now, remember, Jose was charged with a felony. That's Jose right here. And you're not going to see it on this one. I don't think you'll be seeing it. Where they charged him with tampering with a witness. This whole thing's laughable. The lady over here is Dawn Newman. And prior to this, we had we started doing our documentary, and that's the reason why we went in there. We were trying to protect her and be advocates for her so they wouldn't walk all over. And she says some key things before we go in, and Jose asks her after we're done. But you're going to see, I just want to preface that you're going to see the runaround. And you're going to see Melody Brown and Curtis Giles come up to intimidate her. And they asked her for her driver's license. You don't have to give your driver's license to anybody, period, unless you've committed a traffic violations or they have reasonable probable cause that to arrest you. You don't have to identify yourself. So for DCFS to ask you for your driver's license is bull crap. And they already had a copy of it, and you'll hear Dawn say that. Watch how we are treated. I'm going to stop the video as it goes along, probably right after they violate our rights, and point that out to you as we go through this. Now, also to let you know is another video of this same video was taken down because they said we dehumanized. So I call Officer Villaquez a payaso, which means a clown. I'm Mexican. So if they think I'm dehumanized her, I'm just calling her a Mexican. But the persons that were dehumanized were myself, and I don't know if it's in this video. They pulled down my pants and would not pull it up in retaliation. And so here we go. I'm going to go through this video and talk you through all the violations that they committed. And I'll stop it probably right after it happens. So here we go with the video.
Tell me why over here.
So this is
I will blur your face. So tell me why
Utah
over
Cop
here.
Watch, and we have Dawn. That's what
I'm here to grab some documents from DCFS because the state continues to withhold documents and change their allegations that they've made in order to rain down terror upon me and my kids.
All right. So let me let's refresh the memories of a lot of people up in YouTube. You are the person.
Also, the reason why we went there is when we first met Dawn, she had been arrested 18 times, and DCFS is involved in many of those arrests by exactly what happened here, okay? They use the police department when someone wants to assert their feelings towards how they're being treated. What they did here, you'll see that they do it. They kept dragging it out so the cops would come and then arrest. For whatever reason, they arrested all of us. And it happened. And they used a warrant that had been quashed the day before. So it was not valid. And when we brought that to their attention, they never made an effort to look to see if it is. Ponytail, who's going to, that's what I'm going to call her, Velasquez, I think is her name, Velasquez, I can't remember. But she says, oh, we checked with NCIS. They have to do their due diligence. But in Utah, all the laws are written in favor of the police. And they will, when they wrote our charges, they did creative writing to fit the narrative so it would fit the crime. And let's continue.
And the Ogden Police Department showed up to your house and blocked your ring bell, and you were yelling at them for your ring bell, right?
Because I was in Salt Lake driving home, and my kids were inside, and they were terrified.
So
they had called me on the phone and told me what was going on, and they were watching the cameras.
And for Master Sergeant Buck, Master Sergeant, he's a master turd is what he is. He falsely put Dawn, who you're looking at, on a gang list. She's never been on a gang list, and no one has ever done anything to take her off that list. She studied to be a dental hygienist, and she can't take the test because now she's on a gang list. They've ruined her life. She has nothing. She has nothing at all, period. And they also swatted her house with SWAT, and guess who showed up? The Sergeant Hill, who is in charge of this clown act. So here we go.
Been harassing you for many, many years?
They've been harassing us pretty heavily since July of 2023, July 5th more specifically, but they had been doing welfare checks since September of 2022.
All right, let's go inside because this guy decided to do it over here. This department is what?
Department of Children and Family Services.
And how you get treated here?
You'll see, like shit.
Now you hear that guy with the blower? We really think that they asked him to come out there to disrupt what we were doing. They already knew that we were there, okay? This is how low life they are.
So here's to let you know there's
I'm here to do a grammar request for some documents.
Okay. You're going to see later on in this video a woman where I start yelling at Sergeant Hill. I told him I didn't want to hear anything out of his mouth. You tell me where this lady shows up in this video, okay? And they have this plexiglass, as you can see right here in front of her, that you can hardly talk through. And so we talk a little bit, probably a little louder, but we weren't rude. And I want you to see how they conduct their office. And I'm going to stop it when they violate our constitutional rights.
How do I have that expedited? Why is that? So if I'm in the middle of court proceedings and I need these documents and the judge has already ordered the state to turn over all the documents and the state is not following the rules of discovery, then how does that fare?
Now notice what Don just said. The court sent her there. So she has the right to be there, but we found out later on, these people had a no trespass against her and they used it, okay? That's how crappy DCFS is. She had to go there and they used that against her. And we couldn't even find the lady that it was against during the whole thing. She was never there.
The media can and I can't? Well, I'm media. Yeah. Like you're the president.
So she's telling Don she can't get them expedited. Only the news media can. Her own information that the court sent her to get.
Yeah. Right. So who do I talk to about getting them expedited? What's your name? Dom?
If you had listened prior to this, she already said Dawn's name prior to this. She's just trying to do everything she can to irritate her and not give her service.
What's she need your name for?
I don't know. She knows who I am. It's a game they like to play. You gotta come down here because I don't always answer the phone. But yeah, call me. Thank you so much. Let me know how it goes.
Hey, Sandy, can you do me a favor? Hey, when you talk to Tara,
Well,
You want to get Tara? I can get Tara.
he snapped the fingers
Oh,
at her.
Tara Gill. I'd love to see her. She was.
Do you want me to get Tara?
yeah, Tara or Melanie if she's here.
They're both here, I think.
Great.
Okay.
Also, Sandy put her hand up, I believe, to block my camera. That is a violation of my First Amendment rights. Even if I wasn't a journalist, it's a violation of my civil rights. So there's one.
Let me know Dawn's here.
Ask him why she's, that you're here.
These are the ones that cause the issues.
Ask her why does she need to know that you're here?
Why do they need to know that I'm here?
And see, she took a U-turn. She's walking out of the office because we're filming her. And she's not giving service. All Dawn had to do is fill that form out, and that was it. Get a date stamped and signed. But watch what they do to put her. They did this every time to her when she'd show up. They do this to everybody they don't like at DCFS. I mean, she's terrible. This gal should be fired.
No.
Now, did you hear that? Take your cameras off. Now, she violated our First Amendment rights. And I'll tell her that we're journalists and we're making a documentary, and we let her know, but she had no right to tell us to turn our cameras off. She's a public servant, and we can film our servants doing their duties. It's backed up by Glick versus Conniff, and also ACLU versus Alvarez. So the First Amendment's very clear on it. And now they want us to turn our cameras off, but they're filming us. There's cameras all over. So here we go.
Oh.
You don't need me.
Okay.
Oh no, I don't need you. No, we're not turning the cameras off.
Get out of here.
No, I'm not gonna.
Now, she tells us to get out. Now, who caused the problems? See, this is irritating. And now we're getting to a look-see of exactly how they treat Dawn, and it's worse than this. So she knows her name. She's trying to put her through the ringer. Now she's doing this on purpose, not to give us service. And she calls her bosses down. All she had to do is take Dawn's grammar request and send it forward. Okay, that's all. But no, they wanted to put all of us in harm's way, which they did, and because of them, we got arrested.
Get out of here.
Well, then take them off of me.
Wow, lady, you're in
Ma'am,
public
it's
job.
our constitutional right as journalists doing a story to film you. You're a public servant. I have the laws right here in my hand. So you can't do what you're doing. It's against the law. This is prior restraint. You're trying to censor us, and you can get a federal lawsuit, and so can this building. Wow, they are really disruptive, aren't they?
Just gonna ask you to try not to cuss or swear. Just keep it
It's really when I'm fearful, like when I'm by myself and I'm scared to death and they're like advancing towards me. This is a long swing.
Hey, Dawn. Tara's on her way down.
Okay.
I just wanted to let you know.
Let's do that.
Why, I mean, like, what's going on? I just want to find out about getting an expedited
Well, no, it's
request.
just that usually since the reception is not standing there, I'm just having Tara come down and talk to you.
Because
You know,
Tara can help me get the expedited request. Is that what?
Now, that right there, she cannot do. That's called prior restraint. It's the third time being in that building that our First Amendment rights were violated. And for DCSF and for the Bureau of Investigation of Utah, I'm suing your asses. You've never answered my complaint, just like the Ogden Police Department when I put a 16-page into them, and I put another one in October to DCFS, and they've never, ever answered my complaint because they're terrible human beings. They don't care about us as citizens. We're criminals, and she can't do that. Look at that hand up. That's blocking the camera, and then she smiles at me like it's funny or something. It's not. These are my civil rights she's blocking. They don't know the law. DCFS has not trained their people. You can't put your hand up towards my camera. You know that? No, you can't. Ma'am, come here. Let me talk to you for a second. I need to educate you. See how they treat citizens? We're crap. They're the boss. They can walk away. They can insult you. They can violate your civil rights. So let's continue. Oh, let's get her picture. How rude. That's called prior restraint, everybody, which all you people know. But that's censorship. And now we have two people in this office who we can take out a federal lawsuit against. So I guess the other lady didn't do it, as I remember. But there's another opportunity where it comes up. They're going to call the police.
Remind the people of this, the reason why we're here in this office.
I say they're going to call the police because Jose and I have gone into enough public buildings that's what the civil servants do. They're in partnership together. They both work for government. So we as civilians are all criminals. Comment on that if you like in the comments section. We're treated like criminals. We don't have a right to our civil rights. We don't have a right to speak our mind, but they do. They can block our cameras, which is against our constitutional rights. And DCFS, I'm suing your ass. It's coming.
So we're here because the state, as many of you know who have had problems with them, they're bullies. They're absolute bullies, and they are going to continue to trump up allegations. They'll have a target, and then they continually move that target so that if you say anything, they're going to turn it against you.
Now, proof of that is what's going to happen later on in this film.
Don't open the door for them and don't talk to them. But bottom line, they continue to bully me. They tried to force me to speak to them without representation. I had an attorney, and they tried to make me speak to them without an attorney, because if I got my attorney, then they'd have to get their attorney, and then it would just be a disaster. You probably already know what I told them.
Yeah.
Which is probably not something I should say on the camera.
And they get butthurt because they don't know the law, and they're rude.
They just told me that the media can get documents expedited, but as a person who has a case here, you can't get your documents expedited.
Did you hear that? That is
It's
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
All they're doing is telling you lies.
I know. They're not following the rules of discovery, which is
Well,
huge
they're
problem for
violating
them.
your Sixth
Right.
Amendment right.
They're
Evidence.
violating my first, my fourth, my 14th, lots of them.
Yeah. And they did, and they have. See, this is DCFS. I hope the higher ups get to see this exact video, because you people are terrible human beings. And you're responsible for child trafficking in this country, all DCFS, especially in Utah, because we're the #1 state for children getting lost in the system and not taking care of pedophilia. And Sixth Amendment is your evidence, and they're not allowing you to get the evidence to protect yourself, which is against the law.
I'm saying here that they don't have to give me stuff.
So there's another constitutional right in the Bill of Rights. We have the right to collect evidence, and they're not doing it. They never answered this request that she left there. Well, you know, Dawn, what I just want to tell you is...
It says that they can refuse to give them to you.
They can?
Yeah, that's what this paperwork says.
Really? Where's it? Show me that. Where's it pointed on the
It
document?
says, that does not require the division to give them to me, that I have requested.
Really?
And then they try to make you sign it. No,
Wow.
so we won't be signing that.
Everything's done in their favor. All the laws in Utah are written for the police, not for citizens. That's how corrupt Utah is, in the law enforcement here and the courts. Wow.
They've been court ordered to give me the documents, so I'm gonna need them. So we're waiting for Melanie Brown is the Northern.
So what they're doing right now is they're calling the police and stalling us so that they show up. And you'll see Curtis Giles. He smiles. He knows what he did to us by making us wait. And I make a comment about it at the end of being inside DCFS. They've done. I'll already tell you what they've done.
Gill is
Dawn,
they've
Can you give me the keys for your car really quick?
tell me.
what they've done is they're all hiding in the back room. They don't want to come out now because we have cameras.
And this person over here is
not to
like
keep it
weirdly
straight.
looking at us out the.
Here. There's the camera right there. Their camera.
Because we have clients.
No, your clients are behind the wall in a public area in a lot.
Outside, because we've got clients coming in, just close.
We don't put the clients on the camera.
You let the news.
What you're doing, let me tell you what you're doing. You can hide around would you let me speak, please? See, she just wants to run her mouth. We as citizens can't talk. She's in control, and then she'll hide again. She'll spurt her crap and then run behind. That's not right. That's not how you run a business. Would you let me speak?
Someone's coming down to help you.
What you've done is you've done prior restraint, which is censorship.
Did you clock out? I mean, since you're not really. Oh.
Now, this is Melody Brown, the heavyset woman, and Curtis Giles. Watch his attitude towards me. You know, they've been watching on their cameras, watching us and talking so that they can get, like, intel and see how they're going to act, I guess, towards us. But this is not a nice way to treat the public. Here we go. And I didn't know these two at all. But they're going to get their ass sued. I'll guarantee their asses are going to get a lawsuit. Guarantee you. I'm going to need your help.
Dawn, how can I help you today?
I didn't ask for your help. I asked her.
Look
how
at the
I can get
smile.
these documents expedited.
The smart ass smile.
What documents?
You got a
I
bag,
just
sir?
did a grammar.
I don't. What's your name?
I
What's
just
your
did
name?
another grammar request.
What's your name, sir?
I'm not interacting with you.
Listen to that. This is the way they are. They said I was rude, disruptive. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Look at the attitude of this guy. He has done this 1,000 plus times 10 in his career. Both these two people. She thinks it's funny. She said, "Oh, he really got you, didn't he?"
What's your name?
I pay your taxes.
Who are you?
I pay your salary.
Okay, well then walk away because I don't need to talk
You're
to
really
you.
butthurt, aren't
Tell me
you?
who
Dawn,
are.
Okay.
I don't want anything to do with you.
did you complete your paperwork?
Yes.
Okay.
And I want to know what I got to do to get it.
You need
You're
to
not,
talk-
if you're not gonna
You
if you're not gonna acknowledge who you are and say your name, then don't get involved in
Yeah,
the conversation.
leave.
Back up, turn around, and walk
I'm
away.
just present.
No.
No, you're not.
Leave.
You're not. This is private.
This is private
Yeah,
conversation.
that, you're
You
saying.
leave.
I,
See, he just inserts himself in it. Don has a right just to talk to Melanie, but no, he's not going to. Okay? He wants to create havoc, is what he wants to do. He wants to intimidate us and harass us and create a situation that he can report to the police. That's why he's what he's doing. Listen to the rest of it.
well, you're saying your stuff's private, so then
My
my
name's
stuff's private.
Curtis.
I didn't ask you to
Thank
be
you for
here.
being
I
professional.
didn't ask you to come
Try
out here.
it.
That's all we
She
wanted.
asked- They asked you to come down. I didn't ask you to come down. I asked her how I can get that grandma request expedited.
You need to
since
talk
we're
to
in
the
there in the
grandma
middle of
team
it.
about
Since
that.
we're in the
The
middle
grandma
of the court
team?
proceeding,
Yes.
and
There is
the
no such
judge
thing
has
as a
court
grandma
ordered the
team.
documents.
There is.
So I want to tell you something. In every government office, this is at Utah, okay? And they have their own little system, and they'll deny you anything. I can show you the stuff I've gotten back from Davis County trying to get the internal affairs records. they'll do everything not to answer your grandma request. And they are to take her grandma request there and forward it. She doesn't have to go to any grandma team. This is a lie. This is what they do. This lady right here should be fired. How many times in the past has she done this? This is just intimidation and harassment. And people at DCFS, they know this video. They've seen it. And I'll make you bet these people are still working there. They're such laughable people. They're rude. What they did is gaslighted us, and they projected everything that they're doing. They told the police we were doing. We didn't do anything to them. We were trying to get service. They never gave it to her. There's a document that you have that she fills out and she gives it to you, and then you guys got to act on it.
So how do I
The
get
grandma team is the one that processes.
How do I
all
get
the
it
documents.
expedited?
Email the grandma team and let them know.
No, she doesn't have to have an email. She can ask you for the document. She can fill it out here or request one of you fill it out. That's the law.
So I filled it out.
Now, that's wrong. In Utah, I came from California, but in Utah, again, it's all for them. They make the laws all for government. They're civil servants. You can't ask them to fill it out. Now, under the Disabilities Act, they have to fill it out for someone that is incapable of filling it, because you can throw that at them and then they have to fill it out. But in Utah, they don't have to fill out anything like in California. So I was wrong there.
You need to leave, Curtis.
No, Curtis is not going to leave.
Well, then you can
works here.
leave too. Then we'll
I'm not
discuss.
going to leave.
By the way, the fat lady here, she's the one in charge. He's just a director.
Either.
Really?
No.
Well,
I'm not
hopefully
gonna
not, because you're getting paid to be here. And
Right.
I asked Curtis to leave. So I want to know, I want to get this grandma request expedited because we're in the middle of court proceedings.
Did you fill out the paperwork?
I did. I've already told you that. This is my third time
Have
telling
you
you
let the
that.
grandma team know you needed
I
expedited?
gave it.
There again, the grandma team. That's not how you do a grandma request. She can fill that out and turn it to anybody in that building, and they have to make sure that it gets to the proper section within their governmental agency or entity to have that request filled. She's lying. She's a liar. And he's a liar. And they're just running around. See how they've been treating her? If we hadn't been there, it would have been so much worse.
To this person right
Okay,
here.
we will submit it to the grandma team, Pam.
See, now then she's pinned up against the wall. Oh, she will submit it to the grandma team. Are you kidding me? She just showed she was lying.
What do I
We can't tell
do
you
to get it
when.
expedited? Who do I speak to?
You
What do I
need
do?
to talk to the grandma
Who?
team.
Okay, you're saying
What
there's
is
an
the names
individual
of the
person.
grandma team? Wait a
Anna
minute.
Pinsky is the supervisor.
Write it down for her and give her the phone numbers that she can call, contact information, point of contact.
Okay, we'll get it for you.
Why do we even have to say that? But they don't want to help her. They don't like Dawn. They've had her arrested many times out of the 18 times she's been arrested by the Ogden Police Department.
She's the supervisor over the grandma team.
Now, do you guys know and understand that we the people have the right to record our
Of course.
documents? So then why is it that she's having a big problem with it?
And why are you people using...
And she expedited you guys down here.
Because you're causing a scene and it's...
No, we're not. We're causing a scene. When you have stubborn-headed mule people like this who are purposely trying to harass and intimidate us and not being compliant to us as citizens, and those words come out of her mouth, it shows their mindset. They're not there for us. They want to be as nasty and belligerent as they can be. Causing the disturbance by your attitudes. No. And see, that's what they said. I caused the disturbance with these two civilians. So their ass is going to get sued. Where did I cause a disturbance? Seriously. Did I threaten anybody? Did I throw any punches? I'm just talking in my regular voice, and I'm trying to reason with them. But with two mule-headed people, you can't reason with them. And so they called the police and said, we're disturbing the peace. Are you kidding me? You tell me if we disturb the peace. Please put in the comments. Number one.
Sir?
Number two, when you put your hands up to my camera like the one lady did, and this lady walking away and putting her hand up, that's called prior restraint. That's violating our constitutional rights for free speech. Now here it comes. Listen to Giles. He doesn't even know. He said he knew the 5 pillars of the Constitution. The First Amendment, I mean, which is freedom of speech, freedom of press, freedom of religion, freedom to assemble, and freedom to petition our government. So listen to what he says. Speech.
Your constitutional right, I understand, is to film, right? But
that's right.
People can choose not to be filmed by walking away
Can turn around and walk away.
When they're public. My only disagreement was they cannot put their hand up. That's what my point was. Servants, they don't have that pleasure to do it. No, they do not.
They sure do.
They do not.
They sure do. They can walk away from this window.
No, they do not.
Advanced act duties, yeah, she
Right,
can
right,
walk
so
away.
we're
Then who's the person that comes back in her place?
She cannot be yelling and telling
What do you mean?
to turn off the camera.
Well, she's going to walk away and we can't get service. We need somebody from this office to service her.
Looks like Dawn now has the contact information. So you have what you need.
Satisfied, she walked away, yelled and saying,
I would
turn
like
off
the
the
document.
camera.
Do you notice that she has the completed document? She's told her 3 times and she never takes it from her. She doesn't try to help her. She doesn't want to help her. But yet they throw all these roadblocks up and objections, which is just pure bullcrap, and they're disturbing my peace. They're creating a scene. They don't want to help citizens.
We
I would like the. I
We
would like
will produce the documents for you.
No,
The
she-
grandma team.
You do. You fabricate them. Very.
Just get up
And you
and
lie
walk
on the
away.
stand and all.
Yeah,
The grandma team is the one that processes your request and gets you the
So hopefully
documents.
you
And I'll let the
educate
judge
them.
know that you guys have withheld the documents again, you and
And now
your
you are manager here,
attorney
supervisor?
David.
What's your last name? You didn't give
Curtis
it.
what?
Yeah, my name is Curtis Giles.
Okay.
Curtis Giles. Position?
I'm the Associate Region Director.
What does that mean? Are you the person in charge here?
I've worked with Dawn on a couple complaints.
No, he hasn't.
I don't know who this guy is.
Yeah, I sent you a couple voicemails and you.
I don't know.
Okay, well,
Okay.
it doesn't
I don't know
matter.
who you
I still
are.
have a voicemail from you on my phone. So, Dawn, I
That's
have
so
worked with you.
great. So if you sent me a voicemail, then I probably still have that on my
So
phone.
I have a curiosity to ask you
You
a
act like I know
question.
who the fuck
Why
you are.
are you guys so belligerent towards this woman?
Because they have a lot of lies
They were belligerent towards us, and watch, listen to the answers.
to hide.
No, I want them to answer the question.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't have to answer that question. I really don't. I don't agree.
Do you know that by not answering, a lot of people are going to wonder why you don't answer
agree
it?
with the way you phrased the question. I don't.
So
Your preface was
why
wrong.
aren't you guys helping her?
So why are you so anti?
See, I could change the word to a softer word. It's all about syntax. So why aren't you helping her? Let's see if that gets answered.
Antagonistic towards
Yeah,
me
that's
my
it.
requests.
Do you have?
Yeah, you are. Yeah, see how he just brushes it aside? He's right. He's going to deflect everything that we say to him. I mean, the camera's telling you. His actions and his words have already dug his grave for him. And if I'm wrong, tell me. Tell me in the comments.
So answer that. Why are you so
Do
antagonistic?
you have what you need?
Why are you so antagonistic towards
Dawn,
me?
do you have what you need?
She
Why are you
doesn't.
so
She's already told you she wants
antagonistic?
the
did I not give
documents.
you a number?
See, he keeps asking Hammer that question. And I had to tell him, hey, she's telling you she doesn't. She's just asked you. I mean, this guy's got the memory of an elephant, short-lived. Look at her. She's petrified. She doesn't know what to think. Because she knows she's done wrong.
What, you got something in your pocket? No, this lady over here gave it
Okay,
to
so
me.
you have the name of the person you need to contact?
Yeah,
Okay.
according to you guys, but that, maybe I'm not
In
part of
In this
the
case, in
Right, there's
this,
not.
Now, we figured out all they were doing is to stall us so that the police could get there and arrest Dawn one more time, and they used a quashed warrant from Arizona. They really were digging around looking for something so they could arrest Dawn. I mean, they went out of their way. Does that sound like a good police department? You know, there's 87,000 people that live in Ogden, and they arrested in a 3-year period 42,000 people. This is a corrupt, stinking city. And their police department is racist because they don't have any blacks on it. And last I knew, there was only 3 Hispanics, of which 2 showed up at this call.
this
I can do
case,
to help you.
in
So
this
you can
case,
answer the question on why you're so antagonistic towards me.
I don't agree with the
in
way
this
the question
case,
is
you guys are dismissed.
So
Is that
you
your
don't- you don't
common?
agree.
Is that your
That's
common
his
backup
final
phrase to
answer.
tell people? Is that to elude us away from what we're asking, that you don't want to answer the question?
Who
It's
are
a
you?
simple question.
Who are you?
I'm a United States
Right.
citizen that
Right.
served this country, and
Thank you
I'm
for
a
your service.
journalist gathering content for a story
Thank
about
you for your service. Thank you for your
I
service.
don't want you to take
Okay.
me sir.
So,
You're
if you have what
insincere.
you need,
You're thank
We're
you.
gonna take off.
Yeah.
No one ever asked for you to be here anyways.
Right, I'm just saying, if you have what you need, we're
See, he even said, no, Don goes, no one asked you to be here. And he goes, right. See, that's it. He knows he shouldn't be there, but he wants to back up Melody Brown there, the fat lady right here, and he wants to antagonize Don. They're not good people. These are terrible public servants. So what got accomplished here? They're supposed to take the grammar request. You inserted yourself into this conversation.
I can't help you beyond that.
Then you guys are dismissed.
Okay,
You may
thanks.
leave.
Yeah.
Is there anything else
If
that
you
you
got-
need?
you got what you
I
need?
just dismissed.
I want the question answered. Why are you guys so belligerent towards her? And he doesn't like the words I use, but I can use
Because it's,
whatever words I
we
want
disagree
to.
with
I don't
being
agree with
belligerent. We're trying to do what we can do to
Right,
help.
we want to help you.
Did you see them help her at all? They deflected everything she said. Everything, and gaslighted her. Are you kidding me? These people don't deserve to have a job in the government. They're there to serve. They didn't serve.
But we're
Right, that's their standard answer to
Yeah.
We want to help you, but
I
we're
can't help you.
busy.
We've given
We're
you the
busy
number of the
making,
person
fabricating
you
lies and ruining people's
Yeah.
lives and doing what we can to destroy and tear apart
Okay.
families.
Let me ask you one question. Why is this lady, every place that she goes, has been trespassed? Is she trespassed from this facility?
I can't answer that question. I
They knew that she was trespassed.
don't know where she's gone, where she's been trespassed.
No.
I'm just asking you a question. You're in charge. You should know that answer.
What
Who are
was
you
the
kidding?
question? What was the question?
Are you in charge here or not? His mouth was going to answer what I asked him if she was trespassed, and then he goes, "What is the question? What is the question?" I mean, this guy he's stupid. He's a stupid, empty-headed idiot, and he's serving the public. I wouldn't trust his testimony or the fat gal's testimony in court if I had to.
I'm one of the people, yeah.
Okay,
But
is she
the question-
trespassed from this facility?
No, she's not trespassing.
Okay, that's all I wanted to
Yeah,
know.
so, but the question you asked is, why is she trespassing?
I'm not going to sit here and quibble
I
with
don't
you.
know that. I
Okay?
don't know that.
I'm not going to sit here and quibble
Well,
with you.
If
You're
you're going to
gonna
ask
make
me
it
a
up
question, I'm
anyways.
going to answer it to the best of my abilities. And I said, I
Oh
don't
my
know.
God.
The
that
question
sounds
you
so
said was,
outdated.
is she trespassing?
He's got to be right. That's why the way he said that, he has to be right in his own mind. Both these people are legends in their own mind.
From here, the answer is no.
Okay.
But if you have what you need, we're going to go on about our business and let you do what you need to.
Okay, let me tell you one other thing.
You have it on
When
file
people
or
come in with
request
cameras,
the judge
this is a
order that you
public
release all
area.
documents
They
to me?
can't, you need to educate your people. They can't take stuff like this, hold it up to
Yeah,
camera.
sure.
They can't take their hand and put it like this. They can't tell us to leave.
They can, of course, put their hands up.
No, they. See, the guy didn't learn. Jose and him he was arguing with Jose about it. He didn't learn anything. He doesn't listen to citizens. And I was trying to educate him, but no, they want to push back because we're a citizen. They already don't like us because we're there defending Don. That's his attitude problem. Both of them. These are terrible human beings. In fact, they're not even human beings. They're terrible. Cannot.
Yes, they can.
By law.
By law. What's that? He keeps going, yes, they can't. They don't know the law. DCFS needs to have classes to teach their people what the civil rights are of the First Amendment of citizens and what the Sixth Amendment is. No, you cannot.
What's that?
Go to your attorney.
Okay?
That's prior restraint. That's
You do
censorship.
that when Katie-
Don't wink at me and go, oh, look at it.
Into that for you.
Yeah, sure.
You don't need to get it from me. I already know the law.
Okay, great.
And did you swear an oath to protect the Constitution?
I did not.
No. Okay. But do you know the First
I
Amendment?
understand the First
I
Amendment
did.
pretty well.
Do you understand
That's the reason why
do you
we're
know
having
the
this
five freedoms in
conversation
the First
today.
Amendment?
I sure did.
Can you
That's
tell
why-
me?
that's why we
one?
want-
Yeah, what are the 5 pillars of... Listen. I can't help it. Gosh. This guy, I'm sorry, he's an idiot. He's a buffoon. He says, I do know. Basically, he was saying, I know what the 5 elements are. And then when you ask them, we ask cops this all the time. And when they don't know, they try to arrest you or they said, I'm not going to answer that question, because they don't know. They don't know how to. That shows you this guy's deceitful and he's a liar. The First
I
Amendment.
haven't stopped you from being here. You're welcome to be here.
You don't know him, do you?
I understand that.
In your position, you should know what the 5 pillars of the First Amendment is. What are they?
How to fabricate stories to tear apart
Do we
families.
have everything you need for you to be able to get what you need? 'Cause
No,
I
she
can't.
don't. See, I'm not important at all because I'm putting them on the hot seat by asking questions. And I was the one that was disturbing the peace in there. Please tell me if I was disturbing the peace. You already know.
Okay. So what else do you need from me?
I want the documents right now because the judge has already court-ordered
Are
them.
we getting a copy of your driver's license or anything like that?
Now, here's the driver's license. I don't care what government agency wants your driver's license. You do not have to show them. Period. The only time you have to give up your personal effects and papers is when you've committed a crime and they have probable cause or you're being booked. But for an entity to ask you for your driver's license is bull crap. And she's already done that, and she'll say it later on in this video.
You keep saying we, like you got, like...
Why does she need a
You're
copy
one-
of
you're
your
one
driver's
person.
license?
They already know who I am. I've already done this. The judge has ordered it.
Okay.
You have my license on
But-
file. For 2.5 years, I worked with this freaking department to get kids brought here from another state. So you know everything about me. I'm sorry that you cannot...
Why are you
document it.
asking for her
It's
driver's
almost like the police can't
license?
keep track of their own equipment.
Right.
Part of the application
It's
process,
part of the
we do have to ask.
You know you cannot ask her for her driver's license.
If she's requesting documents.
No, you cannot ask her for a driver's license.
Why
That
not?
is a Fourth Amendment violation. Did you know that?
You're misinformed.
No, I'm not.
You're misinformed.
Just because you said it. See, he's Mr. Know-It-All. This guy is the king of the Constitution. Yeah. I mean, everything I've said, he said, no, I'm wrong. That is a narcissist right there. It doesn't make it true.
You're misinformed.
No, I'm not.
If she's requesting records.
The only time you can ask a citizen for their driver's license is if they've committed a crime. That's the only time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should go because you're empty-headed and you don't know what you're doing. You're a
You're
tyrant.
misinformed.
You're a tyrant. No, you're misinformed.
77-7-15, read it.
Boy, what a lousy representation. What
I
a
wonder
terrible
what she has
person.
to hide that she hid, like, so bad.
Well, she has to hide her.
She has a lot to hide because she's hiding out.
So the cops haven't come yet, and they're still holding us there to get all the cops there. That's why they hid down the street so they could rally up together, all 5 of them, and come up like stormtroopers, like Nazis, brown shirts, because that's the way Ogden is. They kill people, they beat the crap out of them, like, I'm trying to remember his name, the man that was 78 years old on his own property, and they throw him on the ground, and then they charge him with obstruction. I mean, this is how crap, this is almost like watching a clown show.
Weird.
John, I'm going to say it on my camera right now, then we'll go to the next place. But the thing is, I can understand why you feel the way you do.
Well, I've been alone, and this has been going on for quite some time, and it was just me, and they're bullies.
This
They're
guy
literally
thinks because
bullies.
he's in charge here, he's in charge of Jose
I've
and me,
never
and
spoken
he
to
doesn't even know anything. He
never-
doesn't know the law. I'm misinformed? I don't think so.
So, again, we'll go back to the story is that you've been...
Look around for the lady
So pretty
that
much what-
So
I
suspect it's because it's been very long
disturbed her
few
peace
years
because
with
she
these
put a thing
people,
on there saying I
and
disturbed her peace. Where
at
is
the
this
beginning,
lady?
I wasn't
Have you seen
so
her yet?
abrasive, but after just continuous attacks and just them fabricating stories, making up lies, tearing apart families, I'm frustrated, and I have no patience for them left.
Now, the way they came out right now, is that the way you always get talked to by them?
Usually it's worse. If you guys weren't here, it would have been a lot worse.
So it's pretty much a cover.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty much cover because they're in camera.
Correct.
They're acting like they're very professional, polite to you and everything.
Correct.
And
Yeah.
they
No,
obviously
not
help you
normally. No. It didn't start out that way. I met Melanie via phone in September of 23, but I actually seen her for the first time in July of 24 when she testified on the stand with a bunch of lies. She's a liar. She's a liar. She's supposed to be my contact point. But if you saw, that lady said Tara Gill was going to come out here, and she came to the window and then she left.
Tara Gill put her hand up in prior restraint to block my camera, which she's going to get sued in the lawsuit too. Giles, the gal Pam, or the gal that was the receptionist, and Brown, and the unidentified lady are all going to get their ass sued in federal court. They violated my civil rights.
She's a client. She came to the window and then she left. She's also a child terrorist, claiming to, be this person who understands people with differences, like she's part of the LGBT community, but
She is?
in turn, the other lady that came to the window, but in turn, that's just her cover. She treats children and families like garbage and violates their rights. She makes up stories.
And what is her name?
Her name is Tara Gill.
So that's the gal that held her hand up to me when I first came in here.
That was
Blonde
the
hair?
girl. No, this was the girl that kind of poked her head through the window and was
okay.
supposed to come down here with Melanie, except
Okay.
for this Giles guy came. Yeah, so I don't know who that other lady
Giles, it
is.
doesn't
She
know what he's
referenced me
talking
by
about.
first name like she knew me. I don't know.
So my question to you is, what did you think of what went on here?
Oh man, we got a bunch of tyrants in here, and they know that we could record them. They don't educate their employees. Obviously, the higher ups know that we could record them, but they don't educate their employees. They're misinformed with the laws. With the laws on grandma, FOIA, on what employees employees can do to the camera. Prior restraint, they don't even know. He didn't even know what prior restraint is. That's what I told him to look into prior restraint.
Well, and part of the reason coming here in person to request the documents is because I'm not getting anywhere on
Well,
the
this
phone.
is where you gotta go.
Well, and calling them on the phone and doing it or doing it online.
And this is your request here?
This is the number for the person who's the grandma team.
Okay.
This is the
Okay,
grandma
my
team.
question is, did you put your request in?
I did.
And did you get a copy of it?
No.
Okay, we need to get a copy, and it needs to be date stamped.
Oh.
So this is real important. When you do a grammar request, you want a copy of your request, and you want, they'll even argue with, oh gosh, I'm sorry, I'm laughing. They'll argue with you, oh, we don't have a date stamp. Well, just sign your name and write the date underneath your name. I mean, they want to fight you tooth and nail every step of the way. It's just not this office. It's all government offices I've gone to, with probably the exception of Ogden, where they do the records there. Those two ladies are great. And Farmington City, that little Korean gal. But you have to fight. They try to stop you all the way in everything that you do. So let's see how much longer we have to keep fighting around, because the receptionist ain't going to come in, and then we have Giles. And listen to the very end of what I say to Giles. The date stamp can be anything from writing.
Can I get a copy of my request that I made?
They write their name. They write their name, and they write They write their name and put the date on and time.
If I call, I just give them my.
And again, I'm going to tell you, they never forward that request forward. And Dawn got arrested. And then she got carted off to Arizona on a warrant.
Go ahead.
And
A different warrant, because what we understand is the Ogden Police Department, and I'm going to say it in my own terms, was twisting the arm of Arizona to reissue the warrant so that they had justification to arrest her to cover their ass. And I'm not cussing, I'm just using words. Sorry.
I'm not able to get it.
Oh, they're hiding in the back. They're being cowards.
I'm sure they have cameras out here, which they
They
do.
absolutely do.
And
They
they can
have new
see
ones.
that they've got a person here that's what, from the post office?
There
Yeah,
was,
so here he
there
comes.
were, it was a different camera system before, and they've upgraded it.
What now?
They did have a different camera system,
Okay.
and it was in the corner over there, but now they've upgraded it. Sir, can I get a copy of that request with a signature on it of confirmation? Yep.
See, they could have taken that request for Dawn rather than go in the back and just forget her. This is all orchestrated. This is the type of service you get. This is why you get frustrated. They want you to get upset so they can call the police and have you arrested. I mean, and watch Giles. Everybody can hear her ask.
Thanks.
I'll also need a signature for a certified letter.
Okay.
If you have a moment.
Well, I don't know if you know it. This is probably a regular route. They're rude. They're really rude. That's why we have cameras.
Why don't you come over here and I'll do
How long is it going to take for her to get a copy of her request with the date stamp on it, sir?
Okay. Which one do you need this?
I know you can hear what I'm saying.
It's just a signature in between. Yeah, you have to do it really small. Sorry. And then just another one.
Signature and then you print it.
Yeah, if you want. Thank you. And then that's the letter.
Sir, don't ignore me. I asked you a
I'll
question.
be with you in a minute.
No. See, that's rude. He could have answered the question, but he wants to frustrate you and make this an unpleasant experience. And I have a word, I'm not going to cuss anymore. I'm not going to cuss. This guy is he should be terminated. If you watch this at higher ups in DCFS, this guy needs to be fired, Curtis Giles. This is how he treats everybody. This is a snapshot of how he treats everybody. And I'll make you a bet you've done nothing to get rid of his fanny. I don't want that. I want you to tell me now. Wow. This is a great guy, isn't he? Wow.
I hope you guys have a good day.
Oh, we're not having a good day.
Drive safe out
The
there.
one guy's calling the COPT. I mean, the cops.
I just want a copy of it. Why can't I get a copy of it?
Well, this is part of the process of harassment. See, Giles is taking his time. The police haven't come yet. And this was entrapment for us to be arrested. They set it all up between them. This is a conspiracy. What this actually is Title 18, which is criminal. It's Title 18. Don has a great lawsuit. I want everybody to hear this that works in government. You violated Title 18 of the United States Code, Section 241, which is a conspiracy, and Section 242, and they did it under the color of law. They entrapped Don. So that's going to be a lawsuit from Don. Part of it's going to be from me, too. You know, that's why he doesn't want to do it. He's got hurt butt. See, he could have already been giving her the date stamp thing, but he wants to drag it out so the cops will get there and arrest all of us because they've made us out. Tell me, where were we disruptive? I might have been where I was pinpointing them. I was trying to pin them down to answer questions, and then they acted very rude, unprofessional, despicable way that they conducted themselves. You know,
Can I just get a copy of that document with a signature?
I mean, how many times has Don asked for that now?
Your date stamp on it, please.
When the cops come.
If you are literally trying to hold us up, it's quite annoying, but call whoever you gotta call, do whatever you gotta do. Can I just get a copy of it?
Do you see him do anything? He's standing right there. I mean, this guy is a terrible, despicable, black-hearted. He's not a human being. He's a tyrant. I hate his ass. No, all
You know exactly who I am.
See? Look, he just walks away. He can sign it. Oh, my gosh.
Giles.
He has to know who she is. Oh,
I
gosh.
didn't put my ID on it.
Can you believe he said They that? don't need your ID.
They don't. They know exactly who I am.
That's you know, asking for your ID.
My ID, they run
No,
my background.
asking for your ID is a violation of your Fourth Amendment rights, which this guy has violated.
He wants a new job anyway, so he's gonna get one.
And the name of this place is again? Don?
The State of Utah Department of Children and Family Services, which is now under the umbrella of DHHS, which is
So
the Department of
one thing I want you to notice when
which is a
you're,
branch of the government.
while we're standing here, do you notice there's nobody in the office?
Because she's got something to hide. The thing is that she's the one that when you call that gives you the runaround and the BS.
Yeah.
Because the people behind this wall are the ones that tell her to do that.
Yeah, they
And
allow
apparently
her to
she-
mistreat
she enjoys it.
citizens.
She
Yeah,
enjoys it.
yeah, I could tell. And this guy here, what is the phone number here? Do you have it?
It might, no, I don't actually. Shouldn't it be posted somewhere? Look on there.
There's your copy, Don.
Yep, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Let's see what you wrote on here.
That
Did you sign it?
evil smile.
No photo ID.
Can I get that
submitted.
evil smile again?
So let me ask you a question. Are you going to deny that request because she didn't give you a photo ID?
If you have any questions,
Are you going to deny
No,
my
he
request
can
because
answer
I
the
didn't give you a
question.
photo
You know,
ID?
you work for me. See what he does? He does this on purpose. This is not the way these public servants are supposed to conduct themselves. And DCFS needs to fire this guy immediately after seeing this video. And fire Melanie Brown because she allows all these people that work in this office to mistreat and ignore and belittle and harass and intimidate citizens. I asked you a question I wanted answered.
I don't have to answer.
Oh, so you're going to be an asshole about it.
Who's going to answer?
You're going to be an asshole
Give
about
the
it.
name to our public information officer.
No, it doesn't work that way. When someone, no, you're an arrogant ass.
Thank you.
Yeah, you like that, don't you? Huh?
Have a good day. That's
Yeah, bite me.
Melanie and Mr. Giles need a new job. So,
Well, I think nothing else is going to happen here, and we just need to.
yeah. The ver-
Tell me why we're here.
So this
I
is
will blur your face. So tell me why
Utah
we're
Cop
here.
Watch, and we have. So it went right back to the front, but that's where we went into DCFS, and they are a despicable bunch. And they said I disturbed the peace. I can't remember the charges, but they it was intimidating government workers. Really? I was intimidating government work. Who was intimidating who? They gaslighted me. What narcissist? This is so unfair. And that's why I'm showing it. I want people to see this. Now I'm going to go hunt for my copy of my arrest, and then that'll be the next video that we play. Thank you for watching this. I like your comments. You tell us, who was rude? Was it DCFS, the Utah Department of Child and Family Services? And tell me if you'd like to have been treated like that. Yeah, I want everybody to answer the question. Everybody that watches this, please. You know, I know it's a long video and people just don't watch the whole thing. Gosh, this is so important that you watch it. Thank you for your time.